21 Savage says like we need to stop the violence, and then everyone started crying because they're saying he's a hypocrite because it's music, bro. You know, it's the funny
So
shit. The funny thing about it, yeah. Go ahead. It's like, is he wrong though? Like
no,
people
he's
say,
not. No, he's not
exactly,
wrong.
exactly.
It
So like,
doesn't.
I get the
It doesn't
people
make
saying the
sense.
hypocrisy. I get the people saying don't get the hypocrisy, but it's like, bro, like, first of all, he's right. Stop the violence. Second, we know a lot of these rappers be capping. We know that. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying we know a lot of rappers who cap. Why the hell are we going to just eliminate the message he's making just because he raps about? Like he may convince certain kids this, like, yo, you're part of the problem because you're convincing kids this is cool. So I get the there, but then again, it's like you as a parent need to come in there. Like that's parenting. Like don't let the internet and like TV raise your kid. You need to raise your kid, you know? So I think that's just lazy when people do that shit. Like, oh, like, well, you rap about violence, so the kids are like, okay, but you're their parent. Like, you're their parent.
I see. The thing is this. Okay, if you're going to be a hypocrite all the way.
Mm.
Like,
Go ahead. Like, explain that. Go further on it.
all right. So I'm probably going to kill for the community for this, but fuck it, I don't care anymore. Like, it got to be said. Okay, so for decades, and this is why I kind of like how like some women rappers are now. Like some of them not flashing, not showing their body, but you got women rappers out here being like, oh, stop looking at us like sex objects, stop doing this, this, and this. But you know sex sells, right?
Mm.
So if you're telling us not to look at you as sex objects, you're not, and then you go and judge 21 Savage for saying stop the gun violence, but he knows violence sells. Isn't that hypocritical?
Mm-hmm.
Like we
It
know
is.
in America, two things gonna sell more than anything: violence and sex.
Yeah.
Like that's like two things out of everything.
Yeah. It's
Like no
funny.
matter what.
It's
And
funny you
it's
say
not a
that.
shot at like it's just a shot at people that hypocritical like that that's gonna be like, oh well, 21 need to stop doing all this violent music and this. Well, tell the girls stop making sexual music.
Yeah.
Don't be a hypocrite. Don't empower one thing and then get mad at the other person for saying that.
Yeah.
Niggas
Yeah.
gotta eat. I'm not mad. Niggas gotta eat though, but that's the that's the people that piss me off the most about this situation. Is people that take one side, don't take the other side. Like there's a middle ground and you don't want to take you want to take one side or the other. Like
Yeah.
just do it on both. Be like, look, don't make nobody look bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
and he got a perfect example. Even when you do try to stop the violence and you do change up your music, people are not gonna listen to you. Look at Chief Keef.
Or shoot, look at this is sort of, it's not violence, but like what Future talked about with the drug thing. But he was like, I'm afraid to like not rap about drugs because I my fans aren't going to listen to it. So he's like, I stopped doing drugs a while ago, but I mean, y'all not going to listen to my music if I don't rap about doing drugs.
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's funny. Like I got to make money. Like y'all gonna say I'm washed, and I need to get back to the old Future. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's a great, yeah,
Yeah, I would say Ransom said something like that. If Future makes songs with a message, will you relay it?
yeah. Yeah, and then on top of that, if he even does that, people gonna call him a hypocrite. Like, you know, even though 21 Savage is different, but they're gonna be like, "Well, you rapping about drugs, now all of a sudden you saying this." Like, bro, like, okay, so he can't change. Cool.
Yeah, people can grow involved, but it seems like you can't if you're like a certain person. Like if you're an entertainer or something. But if you're not, then you
Yeah,
can't grow. Like, come on now. We saw all the parts of Kanye West.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And granted, I know, like, say he's been through a lot with passing of his mother and stuff, and like losing people, but still, like, yeah, he's changed. He has changed a lot.
I mean, who else? Who else changed a lot since they look at Master P?
Oh hell yeah. A lot of dude, that's the one thing about a lot of like older rappers. You see them just grow. That's why like this sometimes I look at Lil Wayne and it's like
You haven't
Like,
grown at all.
yeah, he's the same person. And like in a way, it's like I guess there's a lot of people that will applaud that, but I sort of like as a man, it's like, I mean, bro, like, you know,
You're not
it's
doing anything better.
it's like you've been the same since 15 to however the hell old you are, and it's like there's no, I don't
Yeah,
know. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. Don't kill people. But
yeah.
yeah,
Oh no,
like
it is what it is. And then like even like Boosie, like he haven't changed.
yeah, yeah,
And I understand like it's the product of environments. No, you gotta grow. Like
yeah,
that's why I like that Mike Tyson interview. He was like, you know what I'm saying? He was really getting in on him, and Boosie felt uncomfortable.
yeah. Yeah, well, I know. I think what it is, there's some people when they get to that crossroads. I think, like the people who grow up early, the people who grow up early, I think they get to a crossroads. And I say grow up early as if like you're 15, 16, and you
Yeah,
got to
you're
do
doing
something
like
to,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So
exactly thing.
I think for them, they get to a crossroads where they evolve out of that, like they grew up early, but then they take an extra step to like full adulthood, like in their 30s. I think like someone like Boozy is still in that realm where he
Middle.
hasn't taken that
Yeah.
extra step yet, where it's like it's that shit where it's like shit, even though it's sort of different, like Meek Mill, he's still in that middle thing. It's like, bro, like you're still so stuck on social media, you're in your late 30s, like, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
take that extra step and just level up. And it's just I don't know, I just think that's what it is. Like they don't understand, just because they grew up early they think they men, but it's like, nah, like y'all still acting like, like it's just weird.
Kids,
It's just
like yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like I'm not gonna say kids, but their their fan base is a fan base that they are.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah.
your
Oh
fan
yeah.
base is gonna yeah. His fan base is the fan base that I think of when I hear his music.
Mm.
That's all I'm gonna say. Like, and you know, Boosie a legend down south, and everybody thinks like everybody. Somebody said he was the king of Louisiana. I was like, fuck no, he's nowhere near the king of that.
Yeah, I know.
That crown is like for P, like Master
Yeah.
P.
Master P
Like,
or like I ain't gonna, you can say like the Young Money, like Lil Wayne definitely did have his run. He
yeah,
definitely did have his run. You can't
but
deny that.
I would say Master P for right now is like far as like outside of music,
Mm,
you see a lot of things for like Master P and shit.
mm.
Like he's doing a lot more than Baby or Lil Wayne
Oh yeah, definitely from a business. At this point now, like
has.
business
Business,
standpoint,
yeah.
yeah, Master P is he's definitely
What
doing more.
what haven't he done?
Yeah, I know.
And I feel like,
He has his own noodles.
and I feel he got his own fish fry.
He has his own bleach.
He got his own chips.
He got his own.
He got his own ice cream.
Okay, look, you won. Yeah,
All right, all right, all
you
right.
won.
But I feel like, but nah, I feel like J. Cole is gonna go down that route.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see
Like
that.
he's from South Carolina, North Carolina. I can't remember.
North Carolina, North Carolina.
Yeah, who came out of North Carolina that was big.
Like, well, recent or just over time?
Period.
The baby, PD Pablo, the baby,
Yeah,
J
that's it.
Cole.
I mean, that's it's a handful of people, a handful of rappers. So for like, so he's probably like the king out there. But you do gonna have people that hate on him for some
Yeah,
odd reason.
yeah. And just to make it clear, I bet you they probably are some other rappers that are technically from there, but they just don't represent it as that. Because like somebody's gonna be in the comments, like so and so's from
Yeah,
there, but it's like, yeah, they don't represent it like that.
if y'all want to do that, then fuck it. J. Cole is from Germany. What's up? And Schoolboy Q.
Yeah.